The first day of Chag has come and gone, Seder Pesach. So many people disappointed because they anticipated, with all that's going on in the world, the arrival of the Mashiach. Haba aleinu letova, halavai, the Mashiach should come. Ve'af al pi sheyitmamea im kozeh chakalo. We will continue to await his arrival. But nonetheless, there are many signals and signs that this entire experience, being isolated in our home, continue to reveal to us. And one of them might seem fairly obvious, but nonetheless important to repeat. The Torah tells us, "V'samachta bechagecha ata uvincha, avdacha ve'amatcha ve'alevi ve'ager asher b'sharecha," that we are obligated to samachta bechagecha, lismoach b'chag, to be happy on the holiday. The Torah, when it reveals this particular directive, is referring to the Chag, the holiday of Sukkot. Sukkot is coined Chag, the holiday, even though we know that all of these Shalosh Regalim, Pesach, Shavuot, and Sukkot are referred to as Chagim. Nonetheless, the specific mitzvah of Lismoach, to be happy on Chag, is referring to Sukkot. The Rashar here says a tremendous insight. Why specifically Sukkot? Sukkot is Chag HaAsif. Everyone goes out to collect things, and therefore when you're collecting things in the field, you find yourself by your lonesome, isolated, without others around you. And that can tend or cause a person to be depressed, upset, alone, and for that reason, the specific mitzvah of lismoach b'chag, to be happy, is when we once again collect or reassemble together as a unit. And at that time, a person can experience happiness once again, referring to the Chag of Sukkot. Nonetheless, all of the Parshanim, or most of the commentaries on the Torah, say that there is an obligation, lismoach, to be happy on Sukkot, and also Pesach and Shavuot as well. In other words, it is all inclusive. This directive of being happy, of enjoying on Chag, would seem to be obvious, something that we all should do. But nonetheless, I'm not sure that in Judaism it is always obvious that we're supposed to enjoy ourselves, that we're supposed to have fun. Sometimes we get so wrapped up in the black and whites of Halacha and in dissecting and analyzing every single intricacy with regards to how to perform a mitzvah, or what exactly is expected of us, or the specific measurement or size or specification, that we just suck the life and suck the fun out of what it means to be an observant Jew. And this is unfortunate. And this is something I think that Gila reminded us of consistently. I received an email, a letter from a cousin of mine who joined us last Pesach when we were in Zichron Yaakov at the hotel that my wife Gabby runs. And of course, Gila was with us then. And she wrote a beautiful email to me, my cousin. She writes as follows: "I feel so lucky that I spend such good times with Gila, and I'm constantly thinking about how much of an impact she made on me, but especially last Chag Pesach. She made me feel so good and comfortable staying with all of you, and I could tell she was always making sure that I felt included in every part of my stay. I remember after Yom Tov, we went to a Zumba class, and she was so full of energy and kept asking me to get more into it and to have more fun. Definitely a highlight is on the next day when we went on a hike. We went wine tasting. Gila was non-stop energy, and she made the trip so fun and memorable. I play it over and over in my head, Gila screaming at the top of her lungs, 'Eize makom mamash yafeh ma'od!' What a beautiful place we are looking at," from the top of the mountain, looking at the scenery and singing Baruch Hashem over and over throughout the whole hike. I remember thinking at that moment, wow, I just want to be like Gila and have the energy, ruach, and pure simcha, joy and fun that she brought to everyone around her. Ever since last Pesach, I've constantly thought of ways how I can act more like Gila. I remember this past summer going on a hike with my campers. I'd led them in singing Baruch Hashem through the whole hike because I remembered how happy Gila made me feel, and I wanted to do the same for them, the Gila way. Perhaps this entire COVID-19, this epidemic, comes to remind us where HaKadosh Baruch Hu says to all of us, don't go to shul, don't go to minyan, don't go to learn in shiurim, in classes, and congregate in a shul or a beit midrash. Just go home. Spend time with your family. Spend time with your relatives. Or even spend time with yourself. And appreciate who you are, what you have, that you have a religion, an observance that not only promotes, but requires us to be happy, to have fun, to burst out with our lungs and sing Baruch Hashem. We are blessed for the small things that we have in life. And it is from that point and moment that the obligation, the mitzvah of being Sameach b'Chag, of being happy on these holidays arrives. When we understand that, when we can inculcate those ideas, rather than allowing the Halacha to become so burdensome that we become dry and lacking in life and boring, then and only then will HaKadosh Baruch Hu reveal to us and say, yes, now leave your rooms. Now go out and experience V'samachta b'chagecha with the rest of all Klal Yisrael as one. Prior to Yom Tov, I heard or saw an email that a rabbi from South Africa sent his congregants, and he told them that normally I would not allow the koshering of a dishwasher, but this year, because you will not have the help or the sufficient house assistants that we normally have because they've all been sent home, so I'm allowing you to kosher your dishwasher. And I thought to myself, sometimes we get so overwhelmed with what it says in Halacha that we forget that we're supposed to enjoy ourselves. No nitna Torah lemalachei hasharet. The Torah was not given to angels or to angelic figures. The Torah was given to human beings. And human beings need to enjoy, need to have fun. Judaism needs to be revealed as such, in such a form and a fashion. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu in this time is reminding us, enjoy your families, enjoy your home, enjoy your shelter, enjoy your Dalet Amot, enjoy your confines, as restricted as they might be, but don't allow my observant Judaism to suck out all of what you can enjoy within this religion. When we learn to inculcate the Gila, the happiness within our Judaism once again, then yes, we will be able to all in unison leave the confines of our immediate parameters and join as one in Yerushalayim Ir HaKodesh and yell at the top of our lungs as Gila did, Baruch Hashem, blessed are we, to be together as a nation united, to enjoy the Chagim as one in Yerushalayim Habnuya. Chag Sameach, the Gila way.